What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyron Tyson. I am the business golfer. And listen, today we back at the property. Lighting isn't good, but we back at the property. Everything is done. We wrapped up. We got the basement done. We got upstairs done. We got the stairs done. We got the floors done. Kitchen. We are ready to go. So next, I gotta have the city come in to get my use and occupancy. I gotta have the fire department come in to sign off on everything. And since everything is wrapped up, since I don't never want to have to go through this again, I'm afraid about how the water is coming in the basement. So I even got some guys to come through and give me a quote to waterproof the basement, remedy the situation so that I never have to worry about water getting into this property. I'm currently at property number 1. Later on, I'm going to take you guys to property number 2, where I also have another water issue. I'm also renovating and turning over another unit after a tenant left out. So let me just walk through so I can show you the complete transformation. So I'm here with
Matt Thompson with Thompson & Sons Waterproofing.
And Matt is here to help me figure out my water issue that's coming into my basement. So what's going on, Matt?
So it looks like a buildup of hydrostatic pressure underneath of the slab. We can see it here with the water buildup in the, what we call a dummy drain. It's a drain to nowhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a 3-foot grate along this that's going to tie into a drain system that's going to go along the back wall.
Okay.
Everything's going to tie into the sump pump system.
Okay.
So everything's going to be interconnected, and everything that we do comes with a lifetime warranty. So at that point, if it leaks, you know who to yell at.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's it and that's all. That's a wrap, family. We got everything done. We got it done in less than 60 days. We're going to push up in less than 90 days. It has been a learning experience. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the work. So proud of it that I'm not putting another tenant in here, right? I realized that with this last property, I had a lot of anxiety and stresses because of the first go around with me investing and putting money into it, and then having somebody who was a Section 8 tenant. Not saying that all Section 8 tenants do this, but somebody who really just didn't care about my property and ruined it. So I had to come back over and spend more thousands of dollars to get it back to the condition or a better condition. And I really just don't want to leave all this hard work up for anybody to ruin or destroy. And, with my first career being in nursing, I really had to shuffle the board back around and figure out, I was getting one stream of income from this property. It was a consistent income, but it came with a lot of stress, a lot of problems, and still had to constantly come out of pocket for it. So with the next go round, me having more experience, me having more knowledge and understanding what it takes in order to run a business, what it takes in order to be a landlord, and understanding that there's actually more value in this property than just having one person pay for it. Currently, right now, I am working in the senior living community. I'm working with a lot of older people. And even like out on the golf course, I'm talking to a lot of older people. But I realized that everybody's getting older. In America, when you get old, they just kind of throw you to the side. and it's like you work your entire life, and all that you work for, you raise a family, you raise kids, and when you get old, you kind of just get left and thrown to the wayside. And I've seen it with my previous career, being in healthcare and being a registered nurse. I've seen every aspect of the cycle, from birth to childhood to young adulthood to adulthood to older adulthood to even death, right? And the most vulnerable populations are children and the geriatric population. And I just really want to be able to take this property, like I said, maintain control of it. I know who's coming in, who's coming out. And I really want to be able to provide excellent quality care to people that are in the golden years when it comes to quality of life. I really want you guys to be able to see the process from start to finish. You guys are able to see me transition this property from turned over, just dump of a Section 8 rental to now what's about to be a senior living facility and a new business venture to now grow. Now I'm going to take you guys to property number 2, which is also currently under renovations as well, in my basement unit. And that's about to be some more just problems that I got to solve. So I'm glad you guys were able to follow me on this journey, but follow me some more because it ain't never over. All right, so we currently at property number 2. We currently at property number 2. I don't know if you guys are watching any other videos, but this property, I just had a tenant move out. And I've been having some lingering water issues while the tenant was in there, but she was maintaining it pretty well. But once she moved out, it's really a potential problem to cause some issues with just the stuff that I'm putting in there. And I'm not trying to keep changing the floors, changing the drywall, keep having potential mold issues. So, oh yeah, sir. What's going on? How y'all doing? I was just coming to see y'all, y'all work being done. Don't mind me. All right, so I'm here with my guy, Jose, with General Guzman Contractors. He got his crew here that's doing the waterproofing. And basically, Jose, tell me, you the expert. I want you to explain it to them because I tried, but I can't. Okay. What was the problem? Because I kept having water come into my basement. It was messing my floors up. And it was like every time it rained. It was only when it rained, but it was like sometimes it wouldn't. But then like if it was heavy rain, it will really start to come through.
The problem there is the old system has got clogged right there, and then they wouldn't have any draining. So like there's the main problem. Like the pipes not doing anything. Okay. So now we put a new pipe and everything. Okay. That's gonna drain.
And everything, it drain everything. Okay.
We put it we pour to
we pose.
We pour to the cinder block.
Oh.
And then no holding water.
Okay.
So sometimes when you do we pour.
Okay.
Then holding water there and then start to drip in there.
Oh, okay. So the weep holes will help pretty much drain the water too.
Yeah.
So it won't just pool in the.
Yeah. That's to drain the water.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what was this?
The pipe.
The pipe from.
The old system.
So it was a system in there.
Yeah. Yeah, from here, this clock right here, like right there.
But that was it.
Yeah. No, we have pipe all the way to here.
It was pipe. Okay.
I mean, like the pipe is the clock.
Got you. So it wasn't nothing getting to the. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know they had a system in there at first. Yeah. So.
You know,
okay.
You're the owner of the house.
Yeah. So
he tell you about like fixing the window or no?
He didn't say anything about the window. We hadn't cut up that high. But what's wrong with the window?
I mean, like sometimes we need draining right there.
Oh, from the window well.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking too, cause I didn't.
Now is the time to do it, cause like you want to do later, you have to cut the wall.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You check with him, so.
Okay, I'll give him. I'm gonna give him a call then. I knew that was gonna come back up.
Cause like if you don't fix that one in the future.
It's nothing in there. It's nothing right there.
Nothing over there. Like,
so where does that water go?
The water right there, here, for now we put a pipe to here, we put it to the system that when it go to the tampon.
Okay.
So now we don't have anything inside, it's in the window.
Isn't okay.
Yeah.
All right, well let me give him a call then.
All right.
Let me give him a call.
Yep.
All right, so at this property, the issue that I was having was I just found out that there was a previous waterproofing system on the primary wall where when it rains, the water collects in the ground and then it essentially comes into the house. Like there's no way to keep water fully out of the house. So it comes in and it's supposed to drain into a system that goes into the sump pump. But I thought it was no system. It just, the system was end up being clogged and old. So they got to put a new waterproofing system along that wall to go into the sump pump to then get pushed out so that we keep water out of the house. But what he just told me is a window well against that primary wall. So when it rains and water comes in, we're gonna have an issue there. So I'm gonna see how much it costs to get that done, but we might just have to get that window well covered up and remedy the problem that way for now. I don't know, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys just kind of part of the process. This is, you know, I thought this was gonna be an easy turnover, but I actually had to go over some initial problems that should have been taken care of when I renovated the house the first time. So now I'm just fixing old problems from when I was trusting people to get work done and do work and not having to be there. I was just trying to delegate everything, but that's not the way to go when you just coming in and you don't know anything. So now I gotta go back and pay for the mistakes that were made in the beginning. So we got the problem resolved, and the solution to the problem always seems to be just spending some more money and then just having the property pay for it later on. Y'all talk to him?
Yeah.
He call y'all?
Yeah, he sent me text.
Huh?
He said he wants to do the window.
Yeah. All right. So how everything's still good? That don't change nothing with this, do it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, cool. Now, so what does this thing do? Can you walk me through? Tell me what this white part.
That's any water drip into the wall.
Okay.
Into the water and it goes to the system.
Oh, it just funnel into the system. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So that one.
Let me see.
You put an insulation.
That's
not a problem. The water comes behind the wall.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Sometimes the insulation touch to the wall. That's coming out the water.
And then they get in the insulation.
There.
Got you. That job right there was like $5,200. So that's what it looked like to get robbed in plain sight. But nah, wanted you guys to see some behind the scenes, see what's going on at the properties, see why I'm not able to golf as much right now. But it's just one of those cycles and one of those seasons where up and down in business, where you're gonna make some money sometimes, things gonna be stable, and then other times you're not gonna be making money, you're gonna be spending money. So I'm glad you guys have gotten to see the process of, you know, the transformation of property number one. Now I'll be able to take you through the transformation of property number two. So I said I gotta get all of this content recorded, so hopefully at some point this pays for the work that's being done at some point. So look, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep checking in.